The city is named after the nilad plant, May nilad in Filipino, which is a mangrove shrub that is native to the Philippines and once grew in abundance along the shores of the now taken back and rehabilitated Manila Bay. The city's name evolved from Maynilad to Manila, and finally to Manila. Manila is like a pearl, tucked deep within different layers of shells. To the average foreign Joe today, it is often described as the doorway to 7,000 islands. A transit stop to paradise. The Philippines bus stop if you may. The entirety of Manila was destroyed during World War II, earning it the terrible distinction of being the second most destroyed city in the conflict, after Warsaw, Poland. The city saw the Golden Age following the war, and significant reconstruction efforts culminated in it being recognized as the Pearl of the Orient. The city is rich in culture and his story, where each element in the narrative of this city has its own tale to tell or showcase, depending on what you choose to expose to and indulge in. To tell my version would be a one-sided narrative, but since you're here, why not stick around to hear it? Manila is a city that never ever fails to get back up on its feet. In Manila, life is easy when you live it the hard way. As a foreigner, you must choose one of two pains. Would you choose to indulge in the culture and local way of life, or distance yourself by throwing out a few extra pesos here and there? To those with money, it's like a huge playground where a carnival is taking place with different events and attractions to choose from. To those with sufficient or below, it's like a huge dumpster where one can scrummage through to find a shoe that fits, and that speaks to all items. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. This stands true to the fact that Manila is a city that always gets back on its feet after falling over. The city will have you spinning like a wheel despite the path you're on. Manila is the perfect definition of concrete jungle. It is where dreams are made and made of. The city can break you down and reinvent you. It can create a whole new you. Or it can have you running back to where you came from or deeper into paradise. So this is basically why most foreigners choose to avoid Manila. It is a city where you must choose one of two pains or pleasures. You can't have it all. There is an opportunity cost to everything here. You lose peace over your choice, regardless of the circumstances. It would take at least 30 years to spend one day on each of the 7,000 islands in the Philippines. The same scenario can be placed on Manila. It would take you a lifetime to find your comfort zone in this vast city of contrasts. Since most come over here with that retirement mindset, they hate the fact that Manila is a city of change and thrive. They want something more slow-paced and casual, and so they find themselves wandering off into 2,000 different paths, with 7,000 islands scattered beyond. Manila is ranked the 5th most risky city for tourists and visitors. I find this to be very true, since there are different classes of people that you will be exposed to during your stay here. To say that the officials are corrupt is an understated presumption. Manila is a city where you cannot trust anyone who cannot trust you. Not everyone who greets you is your friend. It is a city of chances, and opportunists are ready to pounce at any given moment. Everyone is not out to scam you, but they are ready to take their chances if you rub off on them. It's just a show of how tough this city is in making ends meet day to day. If you think otherwise, then consider yourself being robbed in broad daylight because you assume that every beggar is out to get you. Learn how to deal with them politely instead of brushing them aside like poverty is non-existent. This is an example of how Manila can force you to rethink your choices and ultimately change you. Manila will leave a lasting imprint on you, but it is you who gets to decide how that imprint will be patented. For better or worse. Despite being poor, Manilads can still face the world with a smile. Despite all the hardships, they can still have their heads up, saying this is just part of life's twist, for a better tomorrow is waiting ahead. Despite scarcity, they can still welcome anyone inside their home and offer something to eat. And yes, though it has a very poor and difficult reflection, it has traits that make it the concrete jungle of the East, where dreams are real.